Do the three dice? Or do dice play God? What do you think so?
Have you ever wondered why some people always seems lucky with dice and while others never get a break? Is there some special trick to attract luck? Like lucky day or place? Or do you think our action shapes our destiny instead? So today, we're delving into the mystery of chance, questioning everything we thought we knew about luck, fate, and how the universe works.
Stewart is a British mathematician, author, and popular science communicator, known for his work in the fields of mathematics and science popularization. He has authored numerous books on various mathematical and scientific topics, aiming to make complex concepts accessible to a wider audience.
One of Stewart's notable works is Nature's Numbers, Discovering Order and Pattern in the Universe, published in 1995. This book explores the role of mathematics in uncovering patterns and structures in nature, from the symmetry of snowflakes to the spirals of galaxies. Each chapter of Nature's Numbers delves into a different aspect of mathematics and its applications in the natural world.
In chapter 8 of Nature's Number, entitled Do Dice Play God, Stewart delves into the fascinating world of probability, randomness, and chaos theory as it relates to dice and gaming.
He explored the concept of chaos theory, determinism, the butterfly effect, and also the role of quantum mechanics in understanding the seemingly unpredictable outcomes of events like coin tosses or dice rolls.
Stewart began the chapter 8 with challenging Isaac Newton and Simon de Laplace's vision of totally deterministic world.
According to Laplace, determinism is the belief that the past completely determines the future. He also stated that we may regard the present state of the universe as the effect of its past and the cause of its future.
Imagine a scientist observing a billiard table where a player strikes the cue ball with a precise force and angle. According to Laplace determinism, if the scientist knows the exact position, velocity, and spin of every ball on the table, along with factors like friction and air resistance, they could theoretically predict the exact path and outcome of every ball's movement, from the initial break to the final pocketing of the eighth ball. This illustrates how the present state of the universe, represented by the positions and movements of the billiard balls, is influenced by its past, the initial setup and cue strike, and will be determine its future, the final position and outcomes of the balls.
This applied the idea of nonlinear dynamics, or popularly known as chaos theory. It studies the unpredictable nature of change within deterministic systems. Deterministic system follows a set of rules, meaning their future state is theoretically predictable given the initial conditions, where the chaotic system exhibits seemingly random behavior despite underlying deterministic rules.
For example, a student walking to school along a familiar route. In deterministic system, if they leave their house at the same time each day and follow the same path, they can predict when they will arrive at school. However, if unexpected events occur along the way, such as encountering friends to chat with, stopping to tie shoelace, or taking a detour to avoid construction, their arrival time becomes less predictable.
These unforeseen circumstances introduce chaos into the walk, leading to variations in the time it takes to reach school despite the underlying deterministic rules of walking speed and distance.
Stewart also introduced another theory that explains highly sensitive to initial conditions. The theory he called the butterfly effect, or the concept that small changes in initial condition can lead to vastly different outcomes in complex systems.
The best example of this theory is the butterfly itself. A butterfly fluffing its wings, this seemingly minor action sets off a chain reaction of events. The air currents disturbed by the butterfly's wings ripple outward, influencing the atmosphere's dynamics, Over time, these small disturbances grow and amplify, eventually leading to significant changes in weather patterns. Perhaps a few weeks later, halfway across the globe, these altered weather patterns contribute to the formation of a powerful storm, such as cyclones.
Quantum mechanics is a physical science that deals with the behavior of matter and energy in the scale of atoms and subatomic particles or waves. It is the motion and the interaction of individual objects of a bigger collection. If a quantum mechanics is correct about indeterminacy, that the universe follows the deterministic laws, which result from an effect called decoherence, where it causes enough quantum system to lose more of their indeterminacy and behave more. For example, when playing a game of dice, as you roll the dice, you will notice something peculiar happening. Each time you roll the dice, the outcome seems to be unpredictable and random. Sometimes you get a high number and other times a low number, with no apparent pattern. This randomness baffles you, as you expect the outcome to follow a predictable sequence based on the number of dots on each side of the dice.
Classical mechanics is studying movement with Newton's law, where it deals with the motions of bodies under the influence of forces with the equilibrium of bodies when on forces are balanced. Stewart used classical mechanics, a well-established field with a deterministic approach, as a comparison to showcase the counterintuitive nature of chaos theory.
Upon hearing our explanation and the years we have shared about the Chapter 8 of Ian Stewart Nature's Number, what do you think? Dice play God? Or God play dice? Whatever it is,
Math is everywhere!
go explore the fascinating beauty of math in nature. Bye!
Delving into the mystery of plants was really everything we thought we knew about luck, fate, and how the universe works.
Ian Stewart is a British mathematician, author, and popular science communicator, known for his work in the fields of mathematics and science popularization.
Determinism is the belief that the past was determining the future. He also stated that we may regard the present state of the universe as the effect.
Introduce chaos into the world, leading to variations in the time it takes to produce food despite the underlying deterministic.
Another theory that explains highly sensitive to radiation conditions. The theory he calls the butterfly effect or
Quantum mechanics is a physical science that deals with the behavior of matter and energy in the scale of atoms and subatomic particles or waves.
Where it deals with the motions of bodies under the influence of forces with the equilibrium of bodies when on forces are balanced.